Jules here with Beanie.
Hello.
And welcome back to another episode of the Monday Night War, set on the one and only Brobna. And today we actually have a super special battle report. I know I say it a lot, but this time I genuinely mean it, because we're bringing 30k to 40k. Are you confused? Well, you should be.
Me too.
So here we are. We have two armies in front of you. We have 30k, Emperor's Children, and 40k, Thousand Sons. Delicious indeed. Now you might be wondering what the hell is going on here, and also you might be thinking to yourself, I've seen this army before. That's right, you have, because on Warhammer Community they put up a post with all of these models that we painted. Yes, that's right, Live and Let's Dice painted, got featured. Boom, boom, boom. Big love to Beanie, myself, Mikey and Lawson for painting up these beautiful boys over here. Now what we are doing is, because these Beaky boys are technically from the Age of Darkness box, and we haven't actually finished painting and getting Beanie's World Eaters army ready for a 30k battle report, what we're doing is bringing them forward so that we can do some battling here and showcase off the models that we spent so long getting together. Now what we're doing, we are what's happened is that there's been a Tzeentch priest by the name of the mighty Uberleg, who has managed to summon these. He's opened a gate in the warp and he's pulled these Emperor's Children from the battlefield forward in time to show them suffering and despair, that there is no hope in fighting against the power of Tzeentch. But these guys are going to put up a mighty fight, or as best they can, before the time gate around them closes. Will they manage to fend off the Thousand Sons and go back to their own time?
No.
Better for it? Probably not, because as you'll see, as you see over there, there's a lot of pain coming their way. But let's explain what we're doing with some of the models. Now we've got the two Praetors at the front here. This guy is going to be my Warlord, and he's going to be a Chaos Lord for today's battle. And this guy over here is going to be an Exalted Champion. He's another Praetor, and he's got an Exalted Power Axe now, which is very spicy indeed. Now, to give them Warlord traits and relics that befit the fact that they weren't really prepared for this battle, we've got basic Warlord traits and a few spicy secret relics hidden up their sleeves. This Warlord over here, the Chaos Lord, has got the Black Rune of Damnation as his relic, because that will help him fend off against some psychic stuff. What that does is give him an 18-inch aura, and if Beanie rolls any psychic tests of a double, he gets Perils of the Warp. That is my only psychic defense, so I kind of needed it. And his Warlord trait today is the Flames of Spite, which means that he gets to re-roll wound rolls, and also when he gets a 6, an unmodified 6 on the wound, you take a mortal wound on top.
Spicy.
Very spicy indeed. I like to think it's because the glowing power sword is just that much more infused with warp energy.
Blade.
Tasty. Over here, this Exalted Champion, we've upgraded him so that he has got the Intoxicating Elixir as his relic, which means he can only lose 3 wounds in the fight phase, once per game, obviously. And he also gets some D3 extra attacks, which should make him super spicy indeed. And the Warlord trait that I gave him was the one called Gaze of the God, which gives him a 4-up invulnerable save, because otherwise he does not have any type of save whatsoever. And he's constantly in wonton soup ×3, so he gets the exploding 6s on everything. Ooh. Very nice indeed. So those are my 2 HQs. I backed them up with 30 of the finest Beaky boys that money can buy. We have got every single one of them upgraded to have the icon of Slaanesh, to keep it so that they are so devoted from the past that they are just, carrying it forward into the future. There's nothing special in there. Each of these sergeants has got a power fist, but that is it. Over here we have 5 Terminators. Nothing special about them in terms of the weapon upgrade, and they've all got accursed weapons because they got rid of lightning claws for Terminators now. So what you see on them there is not what will be in the game, it seems. But okay. But okay, that's just how it is. And at the back, you might have spotted it, it's the Spartan with the quad las cannon array that Beanie painted, and boy oh boy, does it look rechonkulous. So I'm very much looking forward to this. I hope it's not going to suck and die. It does have a 2-up. It does have 8 las cannons. It does have a 2-up save, and it does have armor of contempt. So it should do okay in theory. But that is just a theory, my friend, a Warhammer theory. But let's move over to Beanie's 1,500 point Thousand Sons list. Ooh, baby. So here we are with Beanie's 1,000 Sons, 1,500 points of Thousand Sons, in fact. And let's start off with the Warlord today, who is this this guy?
This is my Demon Prince, Rothaga, and he is his usual setup. He is swelled by the warp, and he has Temporal Surge as his psychic.
Very nice.
He has the Undying form, so minus his damage by 1 coming in.
Very cool.
And he has the Conniving Plate for halving the attacks coming in and gives him a 2-up save.
Yep.
He is very spice. I'm a big fan.
You know it, you hate it.
Yes, exactly. Right, and behind him is the Infernal Master, who is bringing Tzeentch's Firestorm. He's got Fires of the Abyss and Glimpse of Eternity as his demon packs.
Nice.
And I've given him the Umbrella Crystal, or the Umbrellic something.
No, I like the Umbrella Crystal
I'm going to go with the Umbrella Crystal.
because that means I think that he's like Mary Poppins. He just pops open the umbrella and disappears in the wind. I'll see you soon!
So yeah, he can teleport the squad with him and go, hey. There's more rules to it than that.
No, it just says that.
That was succinct. Okay, and then next to him is the mighty Uberlek.
Damn you, Uberlek!
And he is a battle psyker. He has the Seer's Bane sword, even though it's not any use here. I just love it.
Yep.
And he has Twist of Hate and Baleful Devolution as his spells. I haven't played a couple of them before, and they will be fun to see if they kill people.
Yeah, we had a practice game with 1,000 Suns over the weekend, and you used the devolution spell, and it was nasty.
Yeah,
it was very nasty
yeah,
indeed. What about these guys?
Okay, so they're half painted. I apologise, people.
Do not worry.
It is a 10-man squad of rubrics, all with warp flamers, apart from the Sarge, who it has the warp flamer pistol, because it's now free.
Nice.
And they also, the icon of flame that they get is also now free, thanks to the points of it.
Nice.
So 10-man squad's going to try and teleport them around, maybe do some flaming.
Cool.
Then to go with them, we've got a 13-man squad.
Unlucky for some.
Yeah, because points. That's the only reason. Then we've got a 10-man squad of cultists. You know them, you do love them. They are
delicious.
You just gotta love them. And then there's 2 squads of Scarab Occult Terminate.
Oh no.
Same loadout on both of them, except one of them has Presage and the other one has Doombolt as the spell. And then the last 2 pieces of the puzzle is Rob the Hellbrute.
Oh yes, over there. Painted by Rob.
Painted by Rob. He's got all close combat, and he's just going to go forward and thwack someone. And then finally, Yolanda, my Land Raider. I've only got 4 las cannons. I do feel a bit emasculated by this.
I mean, do you also feel emasculated that the Chaos guys managed to get their Land Raiders up to T9 and you're running T8? What's the deal with that?
That wound is fresh.
I'm very salty indeed, but that is 1,500 points on the nose for me, and you are 2 points under, so I technically
already win,
which is fantastic because I need this, because looking at the amount of pain that you can dish out to my regular boys is, I feel weak in the knees and I'm already kneeling. Right, anyway, let's go check out and see what the battlefield's like. So here we are on yet another weird and ruined sector of Brobnar, and as you can see, a ritual hath taken place over here. One of the many Emperor lookalikes has been used as the sacrifice for this, or the focal point, whatever, and the Tzeentchian sorcerers have summoned forth the Emperor's children to taunt and tickle them with their warp flamers. It's very nasty indeed.
And childish.
And very, very childish indeed. Now, to give a bit of context, a bit of lore to the Brobnarian epic library that is currently being built right now, in the 30k universe, the Emperor's Children unit that I'm playing today disappeared out of nowhere, and they became known as the Forgotten Sons. Ooh. So let's see if they'll be able to fend off against the 1k Sons over here. Now, we are playing Tempest of War, so we've got a lot of randomization going on. Let us see what we're doing in terms of deployment. It is diagonal time.
We're doing that again.
Nice, okay.
Did you shuffle them?
I did shuffle them, yes, okay. I did. Then we've got the mission twist. Maelstrom of Battle. Shuffle the remaining mission rule deck and then draw 2 mission rule cards. Apply both. No. I'm just going to draw straight 2 from the top here. So the first one is Tactical Reserves. You have it's halved strategic reserve points, which is fine. Cool. So you can put big stuff into strategic reserves for only 1 CP. Fantastic. And hidden supplies. In this mission, the player must set up 1 additional objective marker. So we're playing with the full 6 right now. Ooh. And the mission that we're playing as today is Vital Ground. So you score from the 2nd round onward. You control the objective marker in your own deployment zone, 3 victory points. More objective markers in no man's land, 4 victory points. If you control the objective marker in their opponent's deployment zone, you score 5. And in the 5th battle round, you basically just... It's a very easy one to play, which is nice. It's just capture and hold.
We're not very smart.
But at the end of each battle round, each player scores 1 victory point for each enemy unit that was destroyed during that battle round to a maximum of 3. So capture and destroy.
Our favourite things.
I like it indeed. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we're going to divide the decks up. We're going to roll for deployment and get things set up. Now, I know we don't usually film the deployment area bits here, but I have, because of the fact that this holds 25 people or 23, I've managed to put in 2 units, both my HQ. My Terminators are in the sky, meaning I only had 2 units to deploy. Beanie's still deploying over here.
I've just finished.
There we go. Right, well, at least we can go into the deployment phase right now. So, here we are after the deployment has finished. And as I said before, I have my 2 units on the battlefield. This big honker chonker burning love is full to the brim. It's got both my HQs and a unit of boys as well. Two units of boys. My Terminators are in the sky, and this group of legionaries over here is on this objective, ready to move forward through and capture whatever objectives else they can. Over here at the ritual site, the Zangors and the Hellbrute and Ubelek, having finished their casting powers, are now moving slowly towards the center of the battlefield to claim these vital pieces of information or warp energy that has come through with the Emperor's children. Over here, the Land Raider, filled to the brim with occult Terminators and supported by Rothargar, has managed to push forward over here, getting a great line down the center, meaning that anything moving in is basically going into a shooting gallery. But Beanie paid 2 CP for
Risen Rubrique, so I could plunk these guys down essentially in no man's land as long as it's 9 inches away from your units or your deployment zone.
Which means,
I could have shuffled them up a little bit further, but now they're behind a wall.
Yeah, so I mean, with Armour of Contempt +1 for the light cover save that they would get as well, very useful
and
indeed.
They get that dusty armour roll.
Oh yeah, they've got all as dust as well, so they'll be saving on 2s basically like a Terminator. It's going to be very tough to shift a group of 10, but that's what we're going to have to try and do. We are fully deployed over here, so all we're going to do now is roll off for turn 1 and get the action started. So here we are after the movement phase, and the flamey boys over here, like Beanie's just said, have started moving up to prey on the poor legionaries, because of course Beanie won the roll-off on the very essential that I got the first turn roll-off. Yeah, fantastic. So we've got fortified positions over here with the Zangors and the Infernal Master. We've got Ubelek and the Hellbrute moving up to support the Scarab Occult Terminators that jumped out of the Land Raider in order to fire down here and secure this gateway of pain, and the Land Raider moved up so that it can shoot whatever it can see. The Cultists and Rothargar are claiming this objective over here, meaning that at the end of turn 1 movement, Beanie controls 4 of the 6 objectives, which is not good for me. And it's not going to get any better as we move into your psychic phase.
Yes.
And I assume that these guys here, I'm going to go out on a limb and say either Smite or Pyric Flux.
You'd be correct on the Pyric Flux.
So that means that, what does it do again for their flamers?
So it adds +1 to the strength of said flamers.
Ooh.
Let me turn to the psychic page.
Okay, so that means that they'll be hitting with strength 5 and they're AP 2, aren't they?
Yes, they are. Yes.
Oh, that is pretty nasty.
Yeah, so this goes off on a 5 or a 4 because we are the 1000 of the sun.
So here we go, going off on a 4. It goes off indeed, and I have no psychic protection, so these are going to be strength 5 Warp Flamers coming in right now. I should also explain at the beginning of the turn, Beanie did his Kabbalic Pact, or whatever it's called, with the Infernal Master, and he's got a super reroll that he can use at any time now. Hooray! So Beanie is going to cast Temporal Surge with Rothargar over here, which goes off on a...
It will be on a 6.
Ooh, which goes off there.
Yes, it does. So he can make a normal move.
Fantastic. It's okay. So Beanie's going to spend some Cabal points to see if he can get a command point. So let's see it, baby. 2 dice, you've just got to hit a 3. He has done it completely fine.
So, I had to spend 4 Cabal points to do that, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
And it is called Echoes from the Wall.
Nice. We move swiftly into the shooting phase, and I might as well say goodbye to my boys now, because the Warp Flamers, they are lighting them up something fierce. It is going to be, is it 9d6 or 10d6?
It'll be 9d6, and then there'll be another one with...
For the pistol.
For the pistol.
Okay, so 9d6 auto-hitting, strength 5, -2, -1 for Armour of Contempt shots coming in. Let's get some dice. We're going to come back for the saves, because there's a lot of dice to roll. Unless Beanie can do anything to boost it further. He's just double-checking. Beanie's paying 2 CP for Wrath of the Wronged, which means that they get to wound on 2s now, which is going to be real nasty. Back with the saves. So, out of all of the Warp Flamers and the Warp Flamer pistol, 7 guys died. Ow. Chihuahua. That was pretty painful indeed. But they're still alive for now, and that's all Daddy can ask. Going up next is the Land Raider. Is that correct? Is he
No,
shooting?
so I'm just going to do the Hellfire missile rack from the Scarab Occult
Cool.
next to them, just because why not?
CP, because that's the only thing left to fire, is it? Or is it the Land Raider
Then
after
the
that?
Land Raider after
Yeah,
that.
so I'm paying 1 CP for the smoke screen on this then.
Okay, so this will be hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. Let's see it.
1 hit.
Yay.
Wounding on 4s.
No.
So it's -2, done -1, so 3 up
3 up
save.
save. And he's fine for the moment. Phew. Okay, but now the las cannons.
Yes.
4 of them going
4
into
lads.
the Land Raider. So hitting on
Yes.
4s. Oh, close. You gonna use your super CP reroll?
Yes, I am.
Yes,
Thank you for
no.
reminding me.
Gotta remind. That didn't work anyway. But okay, so
Take your 4 dice back. Right, this will be 3s.
the 3s. Okay, so
You tricked me! Right, I am going to CP that because I have CP.
can you CP on top of that one? Or I guess your reroll doesn't count for anything on
No,
that.
no,
does
no,
it?
that just counts as a
Okay,
thing.
yep, sure. Nice. So 3 coming in at -3 normally.
So down to -2, so 3 4-ups.
3 4-ups to make. Great. Oh, make 1, fail 2. I'm going to CP 1 as well.
Makes sense.
Cool. So
Yeah,
only
lovely.
taking 1d6 worth of damage. For a big 5.
Down to 15, or is
Ooh,
it down
16. I think he has 20 wounds.
But that was 5.
Oh, it was a 5. Sorry, yeah, down to 15 wounds. Correct. Yay. Oh, dear me. We've already started to take wounds on the big boy here over there. Fantastic.
Just remember, Thousand Suns get a worse Land Raider.
Heavy bolter.
Yes, the heavy blotter.
Yep, let's do it, man. Get it involved. Let's see it. Hit on 4s. Wounding on 5s.
Yep, 5s. You are correct.
Oh,
3
mate.
wounds.
But it's only minus... What was it normally?
It's only -1s, this will be none, so 3 2-ups.
Oh, mate.
Oh,
come
what?
on. Really? Oh, it takes 2 damage apiece, does he?
Yeah, because heavy blotter.
Wait, no, is it -1 damage for these guys? These, do they have the... Oh, they don't have that either.
No, we have the privilege of paying a CP to bring them.
Ah, rubbish. Okay, so he's down another 2 wounds.
4.
4 wounds. Oh, brilliant. Okay, so cool. That's down to 11. Fantastic. I'm looking forward to the fight back here. You could wipe me entirely. Right, okay, so that's... You're shooting done, correct?
It is.
Cool. Charge phase?
Oh, right, see. Decisions. Because I could kill them.
You could kill them, and it will net you. How many points is it? You will get 1 victory point for killing a unit up to a maximum of 3 every single turn.
However, I kind of feel what I would rather do is make you have to spend 2 CP to keep them around.
Yeah.
And I'm still holding that objective.
Yep.
And I'm hemming you in.
Yeah, and I can't do much with these
Well,
boys
this
here.
is the thing.
So.
If you want to bring the Spartan this way to fight them instead of dealing with
Yeah.
this lot.
I mean, this is the thing. It's a numbers game, and the numbers are not on my side at the moment. But that's what I'm going to have to deal with. So we move into the morale phase if you're not going to charge me.
I'm not. I'm going to be a coward.
I'm
Dusty coward.
I'm going to not pay the 2 CP. I'm just going to see how I go
Roll
with
one,
the...
roll
yeah,
one,
come
roll
on,
one,
mate.
yeah.
It's a 2, so,
So
one
close.
has already gone, and then it's 2 more dice. 1s, because they don't have the... Or is it only Space Marines that have that?
Only Space Marines
Wow,
have
okay.
that, so
They're both fine. Okay, cool. So...
Siege be praised.
So I'm down to 2 guys of the first legionaries over here. Not great as we move into my turn 1. So at the end of your turn, you score a tempting target because I said off camera that this was going to be the objective because I was under the assumption I'd be able to hold it, but 'twas not to be. But anyway, back to my turn. And I draw, grind them down, no prisoners, and behind enemy lines. This is going to be a tough one indeed. So here we are after all of my deployment has been done, and I say the word deployment because that's what it's felt like for the first time, because even though my movement phase was here, I dumped everyone out of the Spartan. It's not long for this world, so it's going to go out in style. The Praetor supporting, sorry, not the Praetor, the Exalted Champion supporting this group of 10 legionaries over here, and the other Warlord over here who's supporting these guys who have moved through the ruins in order to take down some other beaky boys in the form of the Zangors. I've also dropped these Terminators down turn 1 over here because I can do that in my own deployment zone, and to be honest, I really need to get rid of these guys here, or at least challenge them. Like, they're going to be hitting them with a lot of flamers on the charge coming in, but I hope that I'll be able to get some of my Terminators through. Psychic phase, that was fun. Let's move into the shooting phase, And we are going to kick things off with a cheeky crack grenade from this guy over here, throwing them into these there. That's all he can do at the moment. So hitting on 3s, babies. It's a big hit. Now, is it a grenade? So they counted under the wonton soup at the turn 1? No.
So right now, I think you are dealing with heavy weapons, assault, and rapid fire.
Indeed, we are. I just need to double check. Wounded on 3s. Let's see it, babies. Oh, it's a 5, so it comes in at AP something. On these.
-1.
AP -1. 0. So this is not a...
2 up, it'll be a 3.
Yes. Wait a minute.
So his dust gives me a +1 if it's a damage 1 weapon.
But that isn't a damage 1 for a crack, is it?
Okay. It's a D3.
Okay, there we go.
This is on a 3.
Cool. No, absolutely nothing.
Siege.
And his mate next to him is going to fire his bolt gun rapid fire. Hooray, huzzah. We hit once. Do we wound? We do not wound. Classics. Okay, so we're going to fire
He's a little rattled.
all of the bolt guns over here, and all of the combi bolters that these guys are all armed with because of that.
Combi bolters?
They're
so are
all...
you saying that one of them has 2 accursed weapons?
Oh, I guess I have to in this sense because you can't have it because of the weird loadouts, can you? Or do you have it so that they can all have combis and assault?
Hang on, let's have a look.
Let's double check. So we did take a look at the Terminator's profiles. One of them can switch them for an accursed weapon, which he's done. So that means that I fired all of the combi bolters there. I fired all of the bolters over here. And did 1 wound against them, because obviously all his dust puts him to a 2-up save. Armor of Contempt removes any of my extra AP bonuses that I get for rolling 6s to wound, so they are strongeth indeed. Let's hope that the Beaky Boys over here are slightly easier to take down, because all of these guys here, apart from the back 3, are in range, so they're all going to fire down the Beaky Boys. Let's see if they can do a little bit better. So 7 shots coming in, re-rolling the 1s. And good thing that we are, because we got 4 1s. Boys, seriously, you got to pull it together a little bit. I know that this is a bit of a shock to you to be outside of your comfort zone, but it's not going to work if you don't put the effort in. So, 4s to wound, 6s are good. We get 3 wounds in, no minus, my friends. So, 3 5-ups. Managed to take down 2 of the Beaky Boys. Fantastic. Fantastic. Out of range with the plasma pistol that this guy has got over here. So now it is just down to my Spartan, who is very annoyed at being shot so egregiously by your guy that I know that it's not the smart plan and I should be putting my bullets somewhere else, into the scarabs, for example, but I'm not going to do that. He's fuming, so he's going to fire. So he's going to fire everything, because he's not bracketed, into the Land Raider. So that's his quad las cannons and his things. Don't bother doing smokescreen. I do not affect. Not affected by it. Yeah, he's taking it back. Okay, so all of the quad las cannons. That is 8 shots coming in, hitting on 3s. Let's see if I can do anything to this guy. Okay, so here we go. 8 shots with the quad las cannon array going in, hitting on 3s. Oh, the 6s explode. Okay, but that kind of makes up for the ones that I dropped, though. So we get 1 extra back in. Not bad, though. Not bad in the slice.
9 hits.
That's how it works, baby.
And because my Land Raider isn't as tough as your Land Raider.
Wounding on 3s, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Wounding on 3s. 6s are great for me. We get a fair few in, and 1 is at AP -4. Do you get an invulnerable with your Land Raider? Okay, you do. So this will be... Armor of Contempt brings a 3 down to a 2. So
4s.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 ups, and 1 5-up.
Okay, let's try the 4 ups.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
So 2 go through.
Okay, we'll stack them, and then 1 at a 5-up.
No, I'm going to CP one of them.
Okay, sure.
I'm more likely to roll.
Yeah, that makes sense. Nope. Okay, so that's back in the pile, and then 1 5-up. Where was it? Oh, there. Oh, and there's a 5. Okay, so it's 2d6. How many wounds does it?
3d6.
Oh, 3d6, apologies.
Oh, no, sorry.
Yes, 2d6, yeah. 2d6, how many wounds does it have?
16.
Okay, let's get rid of that. We're going to pay 1 CP for Murderous Perfection, and it's a, whenever I do a wound or damage or hit roll, I can change the dice immediately to a 6. So he's going to take 6 damage flat to begin with, and then it's going to be another d6 on top for 6. So 12 in total from that one.
You landed.
That was pretty spicy. Well done, mate, but I expected you to do that because you have 8 las cannons.
Does have twin heavy bolter.
He does indeed. And he's going to be firing that because I said that everything's going into him. So everything, whatever else he's equipped with is going in there as well. So let's do it. The twin heavy bolter did nothing whatsoever. There is no just God that would have let the 4 wounds that remained be taken off like it was taken off for me. But we're not bitter about it because we did a fair amount. 12 damage is fine. I feel like that's...
She doesn't feel great.
That's pretty good. Now we move into the charge phase. Now, I am going to declare a charge with these guys first because, yes, they will probably die to the overwhelming thing, but it makes you waste another CP in order to do that.
Oh, no, absolutely. It's exactly what I've
just got to try and rinse your CP so that you're less threatening in terms of all the powers that you can conjure. So they are going to make a charge. I might just remove them from the table because I feel like it's going to be...
They are going to die,
horrendous, yes. So we're just going to remove them from the table, but you are down a CP. I think you're down another one as well because you re-rolled the save on this one here.
Oh, yes, of course. And that means I get a point for killing the squad.
You do get the point for killing the squad at the end of this turn, but will I be able to do the same? Because I'm now going to charge in with the Terminators, and I'm paying 1 CP for Honour the Prince. So now what I've got to do is roll 1 dice now.
And get a 3.
And get a 3 or above, and it is re-rollable. And there it is. Cool. So the Terminators are in, which is good news indeed for me. Right, so I'm going to be back once that's done. Pile in, and let's get some attacks on. Okay, so here we are with the Terminators, and I have spent a whopping 3 CP. 1 to boost their weapon skill, or add 1 to their hit roll, so that they'll be hitting on 2s, and then 2 for Veterans of the Long War, which means that they are going to be hitting on 2s, wounding on 2s. They get -3 because of their cursed weapons on the AP, which will be pushed to -4 if they get any 6s to wound. There is this many dice to roll. Let's see if we can get through at least some of this big blob of nasty blue boys. Right.
Which is their invul.
Cool. So, 5 up saves because we've got... I should do that there. So we've got this many through with the extra AP and this many through without. So these are going to be 5 up invulnerable saves because of Thousand Suns. So let's see them, baby. Okay, so we get 4 through, which is good.
2 dead.
Okay, 1 was already on 1 wound,
Yeah,
so that's fine. So it passes on to somebody else. And then, so that's the good ones done, and then all of these are going to be done, but with Armour of Contempt and All is Dust, that means that it's only going to be at -1, effectively, isn't it? Because it's -3 down to -2 with Armour of Contempt, down to -1, effectively, with
So
your
4
All is
ups,
Dust.
yeah.
So 4 ups, so let's do it, baby! Let's see him! Ooh, that ain't good.
That ain't good.
Okay, how many more bite the dust, as it were?
Right, so that
which is in their
2.
mouths all the time, because they are.
No, 2, 3.
Just thought I'd explain the joke to you and the people at home. 4.5 shell. Okay, total power. That's not bad, but there is going to be a fight back very soon. Okay, so the fight back begins right now.
Oh, hit 4 times with the Dusty Boy.
Nice.
Moving on 4s.
Okay,
2 wounds, no minus.
So 2 up saves, and they make them both. The Terminators stand strong, but now the Sorcerer stands up and has surprising amount of shocking attacks right there.
3s with his
Nice.
stave, so 2 -1. That goes away.
2 ups again, both made again. Okay, the Terminators are unshiftable right now, but it has required a lot of my assets to pull in to take or challenge them for this. Now, because Beanie has objective secured and my Terminators don't, he controls that objective still. Damn you, and he will never run because he is fearless, because Dust knows no fear.
What about vacuum cleaner? Surely Dust fears the vacuum.
That instills fear in dogs and cats. So it's like a.
But they make dust.
Yeah, so it's a paper. What is it? Rock paper scissors. Yeah, exactly. But that's the end of my turn. I've managed to do some damage, not a lot, but I've managed to do some, and that is fine. And now we pray, because I don't get anything for grind them down. I don't get anything for no prisoners, and I don't think I get anything for behind any lines. Definitely don't get that one. So I score zilch at the end of that, and Beanie scores 1 at the end of the first turn for killing 1 unit over there. As we move into Thousand Suns, turn 2. So Thousand Suns, turn 2 movement is over, and boy, the flames are getting hot because the Scarab cult have dropped down from the sky, ready to light up my Terminators that are holding this objective. Beanie fell back over here and has moved Rothargar up to provide some support and some rerolls of 1.
Yes, of course, he is a lord.
Indeed he is. The Land Raider has moved its whopping 3 inches over here, but is supported by another group of Scarab cult and Ubelek over here. And the Hellbrute has moved around the corner to make sure that charging these Beaky Boys over here would be a silly idea for this group of legionaries. So, yeah, Beanie's closed down pretty much all the borders over here, so now it is time for some sensual psychic phase shenanigans. And where would you like to start, my dude?
Just start with a little to measure.
Ooh, outside with the Inferno
But I
Master.
have Cabal points, so...
Ooh, okay. Does that, he can boost the range of certain stuff, is it?
He can.
Ooh, very nice
So,
indeed.
I gave him Tzeentch's Firestorm, so we're just going to have a quick look at
Oh, Beanie's paying 4 Cabal points for, what's it called again?
So, if this spell goes off,
Yep.
I can add 6 to the ranger.
Okay, so you basically... But then how are you able to target somebody if you're outside of the range in the first place?
Then the target's happy.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so we're going to try and cast Tzeentch's Firestorm, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Firestorm, Cardiff or Newport. Your decision here, mate. So we are going to be seeing if we can get that off on a...
5 with the +1.
Ooh, Nyada. CP it or not worth it?
I'm going to use my...
The Super CP, does that allow you to reroll 1 dice or both?
I think it allows you to pick.
Oh, fair
Oh,
play.
no. I think it means you can only roll 1.
Okay, so you're going to reroll... Not
can keep that
yeah,
and
and
spend
CP
the
it.
CP.
Yeah, okay, so we're going to reroll this one, see if we can get it. Wait. It goes off indeed on a 7. And now we're paying 4 Cabal points to increase the range by 6 so it can
6,
target
yes.
these legionaries over here. Now, what does it do?
So, I will roll 9 dice, and any 6 will do a mortal.
Oh, nice. Okay, I like it. So here we
4,
go. Here we go. Baby, baby boy.
A season 6 is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, 2.
Nice. Okay, so one of the legionaries perishes in green or blue warp flame. Nasty. Ah! Doombolt is about to be cast at the Spartan. Is it going to go off?
Yep.
It is indeed. So how much damage is that?
3.
Ooh, chipping away
And
at
I will
the...
spend another 4 Cabal points to add D3 damage to that.
Gross. Okay. So with the Malevolent Charge added on top, the Spartan is down to 5 wounds. That is rough stuff, my dude. Very bad indeed. And
Yes.
that's the end of that, though. But Ubalek, is he in range to do anything fun? So Ubalek is going to try and do a smite against the Landy. Let's see.
Smite of the game.
I know,
for
right?
me, so, going off on a 4.
Let's see it. Ooh.
Just.
Ooh.
And it does.
Oh,
3
mate.
more damage.
So he's down to 2. 2
In
wounds
fairness,
left.
what did we say to each other about this game? What might be the
It's
salient point?
Like whence this goes. I mean, he's a 400 duck. Yeah, we have a nude purple duck now.
Oh, come on now.
Nah,
He's way more useful than the duck.
No, the Repulsor, aka the duck from my Space Wolves army, is the most useless vehicle I own. But this is coming in at a close second at the moment, just in terms of points.
That's fair.
But there's still a chance. 2 wounds is better than no wounds, so please try and kill him. Go on, just try. So the devolution spell is going off on the legionaries over here. It goes off on an 8.
But a 7 for me.
Sure. Ooh.
Yes.
That is annoying. I am very annoyed by that. I was really hoping that it wouldn't go off to give me a little bit of a break.
Okay, so just for the fans at home.
Yep.
This can only be cast if there's 6 or more models in that unit.
Yes,
so it
there
is
is.
a bit
Yeah, it's a bit situational.
situational. That's the word I'm
And
looking for.
I've got 9 guys left in the squad. So you roll 9 dice
No,
for
I
each.
roll 7
Oh,
because
7
it's the
dice.
number that you got on it.
It's the number of the casting rolls, and then for each 6, it's D3 mortal wounds. Ah, great. So
That alone
2
is...
D3 mortal wounds on these guys here. Rough. Okay, only for 1. One guy
2.
dies. Yeah, so one more guy dies, but still.
I can finally use my special. I can
Oh,
roll
yeah.
it whatever roll.
Okay, so he's going to re-roll it using the special Solanchi dice.
Which
For the
gave me the
save.
sword!
Amazing. Okay, so another guy still dies either way, but that was a pretty... That was lucky, very lucky over there. I was really hoping that my Black Rune of Damnation would come in and get some doubles for the perils there, but it just wasn't happening.
away.
Wasn't happening. Okay. Any psychic over here? Yes.
Yes, because they fell back, so they can't do
No.
psychic because it's like the one time you can't.
Yes.
He is going to throw a smite into
Into the
the
Terminators.
Terminators. This is
Okay.
going off on a 5.
Yeah, because it's one more. Oh, damn it, man. You're keeping just getting these. For 1. Okay, so he's down to 2.
Okay, so his second cast will be... Okay, so now he's going to put Temporal Surge
Onto these guys to see
onto
if
these guys
yeah.
to move them up another 5. So
Okay.
this will be going off on a 6.
Sure. Ooh, it definitely goes off there.
Yeah, so they're going to get to move now, and then it's going to be their cast. They're going to do Presage, which we'll do now.
We might as well do it, yeah, while we're all
yeah,
here.
I believe that'll go off on it's either a 6 or a 7. We'll find out.
Sure. Ooh, Perels. And you've already used the CP to re-roll a psychic.
I have, so I'm going to spend a CP to use one of their abilities that
which
allows
is
them
no
to...
psychic. Sorry, no
well,
perils.
Yeah, it ignores the deny. Sorry, the perils.
Okay, so ignoring the perils there. Okay, so but now they get to make a normal move, and we'll be right back for the shooting phase. So we're starting off the shooting phase with the Land Raider shooting into the Spartan. I've paid 1 CP for smokescreen. Means it's going to be hitting on 6s.
Yeah.
Please.
No.
Oh, thank God.
Right,
I mean,
and now the heavy blasters.
Oh no, this is the worst one. This is one I'm actually afraid. Oh no! No, go away! Just go away!
And it's got the Inferno Combi Bolter as well.
Just leave me be. Okay, at least no wounds there.
No
fine.
wounds there, now 4 shots from the Combi
Just
Bolter.
go away. Okay, right, fine. But the Scarab Occult, they will be hitting now with all of their shots, unless they want to go into these guys over here. Ooh, black. Okay, so we're splitting fire over here with the Scarab Occult. The Hellfire and the Soul Reaper Cannon are going into the Wounded Spartan, and everything else is going into the Legionaries over here. Now, obviously, it's a -1 to hit with those two against that for the smokescreen.
So let's the Soul Reaper.
And then what's this in on 4s then?
Yes. 3
Okay.
hits.
Okay.
Wounding on 5s.
Okay, that was
Not a
lucky,
1.
but the Hellfire. Ooh, big hit. Strength.
8, so...
Ugh.
no?
Christ. Okay, that's okay. Lucky me. And now the rest are going into the Legionaries over here. 16 shots, can you say it was? Or something?
I did.
Oh, 16 Big Bang Bazinga Beans going into the boys over here, hitting on 3s. Ouch, that hurts. That's not good for me.
That should be forced wounds.
It will be indeed. And there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, what are we looking at there, my friend?
2, 4, 6, 7 at -2, so down to -1.
And then
cover,
so AP
7
0 then.
free-ups.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 3 ups to make against these guys here. Come on, man. Okay, so 1 dies out of that. That is not bad in the slightest.
Ooh.
Okay, so now it is time for the other Scarab Occult guys over here who do have Presage and are going into these poor old Terminators. Here we go. They've got the Wrath of the Wronged on them as well, so they're going to be hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. That is not
Yes,
good for
and I'm
me.
going to spend my last CP as well for Soul Reap with him.
Extra
so
shots
10
with the-
shots with the Soul Reaper cannon.
Oh, nasty. We're going to kick off that.
Start with the Soul Reaper because
Sure.
it's easier to count to 10.
Yeah, sure thing. So you say to me, like I know math. Okay,
so
so
reroll that for the Demon Prince.
nice. Okay, so hitting.
So this
Were
will
they
be
hitting
wound-
on 2s? I thought they were just hitting
Yeah,
on.
no, so because they had Presage.
Oh, okay.
hit
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah,
2s.
yeah. And now they're wounding on 2s as well.
Yes, so this is yeah, because this is strength 6 with the +1.
Yeah.
2s,
Okay.
and
What's
this is -3.
okay? So -2 because of armor content. So it's
9 -2.
so 9 4-ups. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like the Terminators are about to have some hard justice. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3. 1's dead. That other one that was wounded is dead. So 2 dead out of the group already. Bad times. Okay, and now it's the regular combi bolters with the extra spicy AP added on because Thousand Suns just love their flamey rounds.
Well, it's because they cobble together all their own rounds and they put
Yeah.
spells on them.
Every
Some
single
little
one.
bugger. Considering how much they shoot, that must take ages.
So much.
So
Get hit on
2s.
2s. Reroll those 1s. Nice. Yeah, we and then this will be
Wounding on
3s.
3s.
Okay, this is at -2
2.
normally, so down to -1, so 3 ups. How many have I got to make?
I'm going to have to count them. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 3-up saves to keep the Terminators alive. Oh. We did all right there. 1 wound.
Nice.
Okay, that's not bad
And
at
now
all.
2 Hellfire.
Oh, the Hellfires. They do sting when they hit. We'll re-roll that one. Okay, so that is 2 hits.
2s.
Okay, 1 minus.
-2.
Okay, so down to -1, so 3 up. Ooh, how much damage is this? I'm going to CP this one, I feel. Because it's the end of the shooting phase. Yes, okay, fine. So
Okay.
he's kept him alive on that one.
Nice.
Oh, okay. But now they've got to survive the charge. Yeah, can get through there. So, is that all the shooting done? Yes, it is. We are into the charge phase now. Would you? I guess this is the only one you want to declare, isn't it? Because these guys are out of range, unless they can get to the wall.
Well, I'll check what. I think they're out of range of the big Mama Jammer as well for a charge.
Oh, in terms of getting to the Spartan.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd need a bang on 12 if you want to do that.
I would, and I'd be running into
potential problems later on.
Yeah. So just this squad.
Okay, I'm not going to do Overwatch. There's no point whatsoever.
Come around.
Here we go. And they are so in there. So we're going to move.
Give me a minute to figure
Be right
this out.
back. Okay, so the Terminators are here, and at the beginning of the fight phase, I'm paying 2 CP for Death Ecstasy, which means that if I get killed in this fight phase, I get to make my attacks before I go down, and I desperately need to do that. I'm also going to pay 1 CP to put Cruel Bladesman on as well. Is it Cruel Bladesman? No, it's going to be all my CP to do Cruel Bladesman, which means I'm hitting with an extra AP as well with all of my attacks. So I'm going to die, but I'm going to try and do as much damage as I can before that happens. And both Beanie and I are down to 0 CP, so it is down to the literal RNGs. Let's do it. So all of these attacks with the Kopeshes. Does the Presage also affect them doing that? So hitting on 2s again. Nice, all hits. And then
so
wounding on
3s.
Wounding on 3s. Here we go. Okay, so
-3.
So down to -2. And how many have I got to save?
3, 6, 8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. -2. Oh, sorry, -3 down to -2. Is that correct?
Yep,
so
4
4
ups.
4 ups. Let's see it, baby. Okay, so we lose
2 damage apart.
Oh, is it 2 damage apart?
So dead.
And dead. Yeah. So.
Yeah. I think that's it.
Yeah, because that guy would take that wound. That guy would take that. So it's all gone, but they get to make their attacks before they go. So let's see if they can do.
I'm elected at their
Yeah, let's see if I can do any damage. I will be back with the saves. So they obviously died, and they didn't do that much back. They only managed to do 2 wounds because the accursed weapons, they even with the extra AP, they were let down by some poor rolling on the hits. Big boo earns. But that is how the cookie crumbles on this side of the board. There's no other fighting to be done. So that is the end of the turn. Beanie's already scored 1 extra point for destroying the Terminators. But now we're moving into my turn 2. At the end of Beanie's turn, I get Defend Stronghold because it's scored at the end of opponent's next turn. So I get 5 for that one in his turn. So I'll be drawing up at the beginning of my turn for a whopping Overwhelming Firepower, which is going to suck. I have to kill things with range stuff. Oh, brilliant.
At the end of mine, I'm going to get rid of deploy teleport homers because...
What's the point? Yeah. What's the point of that one? Okay, so, back to my turn. So, my turn has basically been all about damage mitigation. I'm going to die if I stay back. I'm going to die if I push forward. So I figured I'd rather push forward, because at least it's more faulted. The Exalted Champion has moved up to support them as well. They're all going to try and get a charge on against the Terminators. It's not going to end well for them, but they will bloody well try. The Spartan has fallen back to secure this objective, and everyone over here started pushing upwards against the other group of Scarab cults. It's going to come down to basically the rock and the hard place, and Dwayne Johnson is nowhere to be seen. So we're going to have a fun time, especially seeing as I have to kill things with ranged attacks to get overwhelming firepower. So that's going to be fun.
They made a superhero film called Hard Place with him playing the character.
I don't know, but let's write it in between our games right now. I paid 1 CP at the beginning of my command phase to put this guy back up onto full wounds in terms of its shooting. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you didn't remember. That's why I remembered it. I was like, oh, fine, okay. So we're going to move into the psychic phase. That was delicious. Thanks for playing, everyone. And now we're going to move into the shooting phase. And we are going to build up to this to show how much of a disaster it can be. So all of the bolts going into the Terminators over here and the plasma pistols as well, because they're finally in range. Let's see if we can do something there.
Overcharge with the captain.
I am going to do it. You know what? I am. I don't care because I get to reroll 1s anyway. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
Not with him.
You mean that? I saw you meant the sergeant.
Oh,
sorry,
no.
I will be with the sergeant, but not with the actual warlord. No. And everything else, the same job over there. I'm going to be back with some rolls, and we're going to get ready to see what magic this guy can conjure. So after all the shooting from those guys there and these guys over here, I did manage to take down 1 Terminator with a very lucky set of bolter shots. Over here, absolutely nada. Their million-year-old armor. Their ceramic armor. No, their specialized armor managed to withstand all of the bullets. But now we move over to the Spartan with its quad las cannons And while I know that I should continue on the big beef that is between these two over here, we are going to split some shots. I know, and I feel like it's going to be real dumb as well. We're going to. He's overgasped. We're actually going to put 4 of the las cannons into the Land Raider, 4 of the las cannons into the Terminators and the heavy bolters. We're just going to hedge our bets. I don't know about this one. So 4 shots coming in, and these are going to be hitting on 3 against the Land Raider. And it's 3 big hits.
Wounding on 3.
Wounding on 3.
Not 4s.
It is 3 big wounds.
When do you think they're going to change that?
I hope that the FAQ will be coming soon, so in about 2 years' time.
4s.
Ooh, 1 goes through. Will it be enough?
It should be.
4 damage he's got to do in order to do this. In order to kill the Land Raider.
That was a trick shot.
That was a trick shot. It's a 2, so he's down to 2 wounds, as wounded as he can be. He's struggling, boys. And then everything else is going to go into the Terminators. So this is going to be hitting on 3s again. 6s do not explode this time around, I don't believe. So it's 2 hits, wounding on 2s. We get 2 through, and 1 is at the extra super spicy one. So 1 will be at your
5-up.
Your invulnerable. Cool. So that's D6 damage going through for the first one. For 4, so 1 is dead.
Yes.
And then the other one has survived the other shot, but there's 6 heavy bolters coming in as well. Oh yeah! Okay, there is 4 hits. Cool. No super explodies for the wontons at the moment.
3.
Okay, so we've got those through there, and it's minus, what is it normally?
It's -1, but Armour of Contempt takes that away.
Yeah,
so
minus
just
2.
2 ups.
Be 3 ups because of the fact that I get my extra AP on those 2 there. So it's -1 to -2 down to -1, and it's 2 damage boost, so you don't get all this dust. So 2 3 ups, my friend. And you made them both, and then 1 2 up. You live and you hope with these things, but Terminator armor is just too juicy. So I didn't manage to kill any things in ranged at the moment, but still I've managed to take down 2 of the Terminators, which makes this job slightly easier. Still an uphill climb as we move into the charge phase. Now let's get some charges on the go, my friend. First things first, are you going to... Oh, you don't have any Overwatch
I got no CP.
Declaring charges here, and here, and there. I'll be right back. Okay, so after the charges were declared, I failed with both of these. That sucks. I really needed that, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Over here, though, things were slightly better. Got all of these boys through over there. I'm going to start with the Exalted Champion, who's just going to show the boys how it's done. So he's going to...
He's got the Exalted Axe, so that's a 2 damage.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit spicier. A bit spicier. So let's get some dice and we'll be right back. So he's got 5 attacks coming in, hitting on 2s. Let's see if he can get through some of these Terminator boys. Because it's all hits. That's good. We're looking for 6s now, though, but it's 3s to wound normally. Oh, yeah. Okay, so we do not get any 6s, but we do get 4 wounds through at -2. So Armour of Contempt brings that down to -1. So that is 4 3 ups to make. And 1 goes through, which kills the wounded one over there. Okay, not terrible, but not great either. And then all the boys are going to pile in. And these guys here, even if they get their super 6s off, which may happen a few times, it doesn't matter anyway because Beanie's going to be on a 2-up save. So what we're going to do is going to roll some dice and just come back for the saves. So after that round of combat, with the Exalted Champion stepping up and slaying 1 of the Terminators, the other guy stepped up and managed to slay 2 more, which is not bad in the slightest, but it does mean now that Beanie can fight back with his Kopeshes. So he's coming straight in there. And these Kopeshes, they hurt a lot.
Okay, so it's only 1 Kopesh and 1 force stage, so it's going to be 3 attacks with a Kopesh going first.
Nice.
Hitting on 2s to the pre-sage. Now it's to be wounding on 3s against the Exalted Champion.
Yes, sure.
Ooh. So only the 1. -3.
4 up invulnerable because of his relic. And it's a 6, so he is standing fine at the moment.
Now with the force stave of the Sorcerer, he hits twice.
Bish bash.
Wounding on 3s.
Bish bosh.
And -1, so...
80, so yeah, 3 up save. And he's made it again, so 0 damage in the return, but that also means that I now control that objective. But you're not going to run because you are obviously made of dust and fearless. So I'm going to do some consolidation, and by that I mean weep gently that I didn't get that roll in over there. And pass the turn graciously over to Bean, because I don't know how many... I only killed 3 models there, didn't I? So I still will be far off for no prisoners. Grind them down, didn't kill any units for the attrition stuff. And overwhelming firepower have not done either. So at the end of that turn, I'm going to sack off overwhelming firepower.
Yeah,
it is completely useless for me. And I get a tempting target instead. So you've got to generate... so you've got an objective in no man's land and point to it, and I've got to take it off you. I wonder which one you will point to.
That one.
Unsurprisingly, yes. So it's going to be over here. I've got to try and take that off him. That's going to be.
I lied. That one.
Isn't that your home field objective?
Oh, I can't do that then.
So it'd be that one, or that one. You go for that one, are you? Or you want to move everyone off? Yeah. Okay, go for that
one.
Cool. Right. So I've got to take down that for a tempting target. Yeah. And now we move into 1,000 Suns, turn 3. So at the end of turn 3,000 Suns movement, there has actually been a pretty considerable shift towards, my side of the board. Using his powerful relic, the Umbrella Crystal, not Ubelek, it was the Agathor. He used his relic in order to pick up these angles and drop them over here, because Beanie has the secondary objective behind enemy lines and wants to be able to score that, which he will do because he's moved the rubrics through the ruins over here with an advance, just to make sure that they can get in there. He's kept the Scarab Terminators in combat at the moment, but they are going to be supported by Rothargar later. The Land Raider has crumbled forward, and I use the term crumbling because it's literally falling apart at the seams, and the Scarab Occult and Ubelek have started moving through to take on the Warlord and his loyalist, loyal-ish retinue over here, and Rob the Hellbrute is capturing that objective, and the Infernal Master is moving over to capture that one there.
Oh, and my big aims here is to try and score everything.
Oh, all in one go. One fell swoop.
So behind enemy lines, I've got the 2 units. I've done that.
Yep.
Bring it down. Kill big Mama Jamma right there.
Yep.
And capture enemy outpost. If I can...
just move on to that one
objective,
there.
it will be mine. Because if I can't kill it weirdly with shooting...
you can charge and then take it away from me by just holding it there. Yep, exactly, my friend. So nothing to worry about over here, Jules said lyingly. We move into the psychic phase, and I am getting ready to take a lot of models off the table. So please, where would you like to start?
Okay, so these guys are going to do Time Flux.
To try and bring back one of their buddies.
Yeah, so on a 5...
it is brought back a brand new Terminator for free. Look at him, so nice and shiny indeed, eh?
There he goes. Okay, so I've done that spell. That is them done. Pyrrhic Flux on these guys, going off on a 4.
It goes off, baby, which is going to help toast some buns.
Oh yes, you are going to be warm.
Indeed.
I'll find the card in a minute, because right now I'm just flailing with them.
I think it's over there on your hot box over there. Okay, there we go. Pyrrhic Flux is down. And now, what else to cast, my friend? Rothargar?
Rothargar is going to cast...
So we're doing Swelled by the Warp over here on Rothargar. What does he need for this?
So, with the +1 of being 1,000 Sun, it'll be on a 5.
Okay, let's see it. Niet.
Niet.
Worth a CP?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so no spells over there for him.
So his second spell, he's going to Smite.
Cool thing.
So on a 4...
nice, goes into the Legionaries.
Spend 4 Cabal points to make it 2d3.
Sure thing.
And that's it.
Okay. So
a 1.
So 1 more dies.
Yay.
The smites have been kind to me, but I've been very cruel in the fact that I have no psychic defense whatsoever.
At all, yeah.
Yeah, it's not been great.
Those guys are going to cast a Doom Bolt, and I think the closest might be the good.
Yeah, it might well be, actually, because I can't use the bodyguard rule to protect him on that sense.
This will be on a 5.
Here we go. Yeah.
So 3 mortal wounds into his chops.
I don't know how many he's got, but I think it's 5 or 6. So I'm going to put him down to 2, and I'll just double check in a minute.
He's got 6 because he's a Chaos Lord.
Oh, yes, so he's a little bit better. Okay, cool.
And next to him is the Mighty Uvelek.
Okay, who's going to do?
Is going to do Twist of Fate.
Which is?
It
turns off your invols. Is that what it is?
Turns off your invols.
Okay.
I've put the card somewhere.
This is going off on an 8.
But a 7 from me.
Here we go.
And
no.
I am going to use my magic 1 dice to reroll that 2.
Okay.
Half chance. Yes,
nice.
It goes off.
Okay.
Twist of Fate.
So I get no invuln for my Warlord over there.
Basically, yeah, I turned off his...
Pretty spicy.
And his other spell, he's going to do a Smite.
Okay, let's see.
Which is going to go into your boys, because
they are the closest.
This will be on a 5. And does not go off.
This black rune of damnation thing has not worked out for me once yet.
Wait, no, I don't have enough left to add 2 to the spell there.
Okay.
Okay, and on to the Infernal Master.
Sure.
Who has, if I remember rightly, I gave him Zinch's Firestorm.
Yep.
So this was going on for
18 inches invisible, though, and he can't see through that wall.
He certainly can't.
So that is not going to help him
That
there.
is poo-poo and pee-pee.
So all the castings have been done, and now it is time for the shooting. Where would you like to begin? All of these guys are obviously tied up in combat. So these guys here can shoot at the Spartan, freeing up your Land Raider to shoot at those guys over there.
Well, yeah, I was going to put them in there because I boosted them up to the +1 to the strength. He'll be wounding on 5s
instead of 6s. So yeah.
And, you know, it can do the damage.
Okay, so we've got 3d6 auto hits. Choo!
So that's 9.
9 auto hits, wounding on 5s. Not too bad.
Okay, and then it'll be the little one.
Okay,
so only one wound, and it'll be -2.
Down to -1 with armor of contempt, so 1, 3
3
up. Which he makes just about.
And the Warp Flamer pistol is only a 6-inch range, so will not make
Out of
that.
range there.
Okay, so we will now...
Obviously, these guys don't have any shooting.
No shooting.
You've got the Scarab Occult over here.
Okay, so the Scarab Occult are going to put everything into the Tactical Marines.
Yep, that makes a lot of sense.
And I will spend 1 CP on Soul Reap.
Yep, so they've got the maximum amount of shots. Okay, so it's
6.
10 shots with the Soul Reaper coming in, hitting on 3s, babies. Oh, spicy.
Glad I paid for it.
And then...
Be wound on 3s.
Wound on 3s.
Strength 6.
Yes, it is.
Ooh, not great.
2.
Minus...
Okay, so all of the models have been moved. It's time for the fighting to begin. So I assume you want to start over here because obviously with Emperor's Children's rules, they obviously get to fight first because they all have the marks. So it means that once you choose one, I will be able to interrupt and do a fight over somewhere else. So, Kill the Warlord, I believe, is the...
Yes, it is.
So
6 attacks from the Kopesh Blades. Okay, we've got 5 hits.
That's very good.
Be wounding on 3.
Yes, it will be.
Oh!
Yeah, I think that he is done
He's got
for.
no invul.
No, he doesn't because it's been taken off and he has a...
So he's still going to save on 5s.
Hooray!
So 5 5-ups, please.
I believe that the dramatic rolling shall be enacted this day.
yes.
Okay, so the first one.
Failed.
No.
So
Second one.
damage, he's dead.
Yeah, okay, cool. That was great. That was amazing.
That was dramatic too.
Yeah, that was so good. Wicked, dude. Bye. His relic was rubbish. He never got to fight and he never got to shoot. Thanks for painting him, Lawson, but no, boys. Okay, so I'm going to do some interrupting over... at the beginning of the phase, I am going to... I'm gonna glug my special elixir to give my exalted champion an extra D3 attacks and can only lose 3 wounds this phase. Although it is a tough one. I'm just going with the exalted champion. I'm just going to see if
he's got more chance of damaging.
So it's D3 extra attacks with him. For an extra 2. Not bad. So
7.
Not bad. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we're hitting on 2s going into the Terminators. We managed to drop 1. Fantastic. Good work, dude. And then these are going to be wounding on 3s. Hoo-yah! Oh, you've let yourself right down with that one. Dropping 3. 1 is at -3, so 1 5. 1 5 up save.
So 1 4 up save.
1 4 up save, and now they're 2 up saves, aren't they?
3 ups.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
So
Cool. So that's 2 damage. Oh, nice. The other.
So 1 dies. So the guy who came back gets to die again.
Yay! Hooray! He is gone.
I'll see you next week.
And then you get to do your other fight.
Yeah. So the next person I'm going to choose to fight with will be my Demon Prince.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay,
So I believe he has either 5 or 6 attacks.
5 attacks. 1 with the Malefic Talon coming in against the boys.
Hits on 2s.
Good thing he does.
Yes. He'll be wounding on 2s. Okay, he wounds 4 times there, and this is, I think, -3.
Ooh, nasty. Is it -3?
It is -3 down, -2, 3 down.
Oh, so 5 ups. We make 1, but
3 get cut down.
3 get slaughtered.
And now the Malefic Talon is raised, and it hits.
Ooh,
And it
nasty.
will wound on a 3, but it does not.
Ooh, okay. So, that's the fighting there done. I'm going to interrupt over here with the boys who are going to try
and beat up Ubalek.
Yeah, boy off Ubalek. Kill him dead.
He's the one who brought us here.
He's brought us nothing but pain. Okay, so let's get some attacks. We'll be right back. Roll, and then we'll come back for the save. So Ubalek has been challenged by the legionaries over here. They managed to do 1 wound with the boys, just punching him as hard as they can. But then the Power Fist Sarge stepped up, managed to wound 3 times, 1 with the Super Spice. So it's 5 up invulnerables to save him. He is dead.
He is dead.
Okay, so Ubalek has been slain this day, or at least beaten around enough so that he just goes, I'll get you next time. But they already managed to kill the my warlord, my praetor. So, yeah, it's not looking great. And now we go over to the, I assume, the Scarab Occult over here.
Yes, they would like to fight.
Yes, so let's do some fighting then, is it?
Okay, so 3 attacks with Coke Bash Blade.
Nice.
Wounding on 3s.
One.
Okay, 1 wound.
This is against the Exalted guy, I assume,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah, okay, so 1 wound. And what's the minus on this again?
It would be -3, so he's 4 up in one.
Nope.
2 damage.
Okay, so he's taking 2 wounds.
Didn't he take any before?
Nope.
Oh no, I just completely whiffed it. Right, now 3 hits from the staff.
Ooh.
2 hits. Wound on 3s.
Ooh.
Cool, -1, so 3s.
Takes
D3 damage.
He can only take a maximum of 3 this phase because of the intoxicating elixir. So he would have taken an extra 3, but he's down.
He's been drinking, so he's hard.
I think he's only down to 2 wounds. I think he only has 5. Yeah, that makes sense. So he's down to 2 wounds. Where's the 2? There it is. Cool. Now, that's his fight. I'm going to interrupt over here.
4 up.
So with the crushing tracks, he got 1 wound through at -2, but down to -1 because of Armor of Contempt. And he's made it anyway,
Fine.
so not a problem. And now they get to use their fist to pound on the door.
Yes. So 2, 4, 6. With fists.
Nice. Not
Okay,
bad.
wounding on 6s.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, got a wound.
Amazing.
No minus.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
And now 3 attacks from the Aspiring Sorcerer. Hits twice, wounding on 5s.
Mm-hmm.
No wounds.
No wounds. Okay, so at the end of that, I've lost 4 guys over there, so I can fail morale, and I've lost a fair few guys over there, so I can also fail morale over there. So we'll roll for these guys first. 1, they are fine. I wish I'd rolled that over there, to be fair. 3, they lost.
They've lost more than...
How many did they lose this round, though? Because they lost a few before. I will double check, and I'll be right back. They stand firm, baby. That is the end of the fight phase. It's not going to be going great in my turn. I won't lie. I still hold that objective over there. I don't hold this objective over here because it's been taken.
I scored...
Everything, is that right?
I scored 2. I got... but I didn't bring it down because I couldn't kill the Spartan.
I think that it's going to happen here. I think that I'm going to have to...
Because you're going to have to fall it out if you want...
Well, I can fire into combat if I want to try and use all of the las cannons to knock you guys off of that.
I scored 2 then. Would you...
I mean, to be fair, I don't think that I can catch up on the points. I don't think the fight's going to go well for me. However, I do want to shoot this thing before it goes, so we're going to skip ahead in time. My movement is pretty much non-existent whatsoever. And I am going to fire all of the quad las cannons, which will now be hitting on... Oh, wait, no, in my command phase. I'm paying the 1 CP to put it back up to full bracket. I am not messing around. This guy's going to prove his worth, and he's firing everything into this squad here. So we're going to get some dice, and I'll be right back. 8 las cannon shots going into these rubrics over here, hitting on...
4s, but it's the -1.
No, ballistics gusto hitting on 3s. Oh, baby, charge away. Okay, this is fantastic. So
6 hits.
6 hits with the silly las 2s to make you feel. I dropped the 1 though, so you got 5 saves at -3.
-2. So 5 ups.
Here we go.
I made none. I made 1.
Yeah, so there's 4. So one goes immediately, but I want to roll.
Yeah. No, I want you to as well, because if it leaves one of them, that's hilarious.
I'll be fuming, man. Okay, so the first one is a big 6. The second one is a big 6.
Okay, now the third.
Slanesh, why are you coming in hard now? And there's a 4. There we go. So he does wipe the squad, which frees him up to shoot at nothing because everything was declared to shoot at those boys there. And that is where I'm going to bow out. I do not think that I can overcome this force over here, but I did put up actually a better fight than I thought I would. When you look at all of the tricks that the Thousand Sons have, and I did just bring 30 basic boys with nothing special to support them, and a 400 point money sink over here. Still alive, and I do love it. with all of my heart, because the worse that a model performs in a game, the more you love it inherently. But that was
I love Yolanda.
exactly, that was a beautiful battle. I enjoyed that greatly. Plus we got to show you guys the 30k models that we painted up. We will obviously be playing some Age of Darkness very soon once Beanie's World Eaters are finished and painted. I'm helping him make the Contemptor Dreadnought, and we're probably going to be doing some painting parties to get them up on the channel as soon as possible. But we thought we would bring you this just in the meantime to show that there is definitely some love for the Horus Heresy still going on, even if things haven't gone the way of the Emperor's Children this time. Now, in terms of the story, what's going to happen is these guys would have fallen out of combat, would have charged all the way back there. These guys would have charged back to the Spartan as well, and they would have desperately tried to drive back through this giant gaping warp hole that is over here. They just managed to get in because Ubelek's death caused it to start shrinking back down again. They just managed to get through, and they have returned to their own 30k Brobnar universe. They now hate Ubelek with all of their hearts because
he's dead.
Well, they think that he's dead, but they hate and curse the fact that he was able to come into being in the first place. They killed their praetor, the unnamed Jeff over there, and so they dedicate the rest of their lives fighting through every single battle to try and stamp out the cult of Ubelek wherever they find it.
It all adds up.
It all adds up. But unfortunately, as this might well turn out, this is part of Tzeentch's plan all along to instigate it in the first place. The tricksy god with his massive plans. Okay, so that has been the story time. That's been the silly time. If you want to chat to us on the social time, you can follow Beanie at
Beanie 40K.
And you can follow me over on Instagram and Twitter at RetroJ, but the O is a 0. That has been our battle report. Thank you very much to GameMap.io for the beautiful mats and the beautiful scenery, and you beautiful people for watching. Thank you. Especially big love to the members as well. You keep the channel going. See ya. Bye.